Mike's thoughts. Are you ready?
What is up, Man Hour Nation? Michael Buckhouse here with the Man Hour. And today, we're going to start today's show off with the Mike's thoughts. Mike's thoughts are right out this dome. They are not endorsed by ESPN or skewed by CNN or anything like that. They're strictly straight off the dome. So if you guys are new here, you guys have heard me say that I think this year's NFL draft is going to be one of the worst NFL drafts for quarterbacks ever, right? There is no game-changing talent. There is no career or franchise quarterback to be drafted here, right? But I'm going to renege on everything that I just said. Everything that I just said, throw it out the window. Why? Because, guys, this might arguably be the best quarterback class ever drafted. Why? Because there should not be a quarterback drafted in the top 15. None of these quarterbacks right here, Kenny Pickett, Matt Carroll, Skylar Thompson, right? The list goes on and on and on. Willis. None of these guys should be drafted in the top first half of the first round. And when quarterbacks fail, it is when quarterbacks like Trevor Lawrence go to the worst team in the NFL. It is quarterbacks like when Zach Wilson goes to the worst organization in the NFL. None of these guys should be drafted in the top 15, period. If we look at mock drafts, the first quarterback coming off the board should be Willis at 21st. Who is picking at number 21st, you might add? The New England Patriots. They are arguably the best franchise to go as a quarterback. Mac Jones is killing it in his rookie year. Will he go to New England? No, but you get the gist there. How about this? Number 2, Kenny Pickett is the second quarterback slated to go off the board at number 22. Who's drafted at number 22? You guessed it, the Green Bay Packers. They love drafting quarterbacks in the first round and sitting them on the bench. Why not draft Kenny Pickett? Lose Jordan Love as trade bait to the Carolina Panthers. They need a quarterback, right? Seattle Seahawks need a quarterback, right? I mean, yes, they did just sign Geno Smith, but hey, they still need a quarterback. Then we scroll down to second round. Matt Carroll is slated to be the third quarterback off the board, picking in at number 34. The 34th pick. Who's picking at number 34, you might add? The Detroit Lions. The Detroit Lions are in a perfect opportunity to draft their franchise quarterback right now. Let Matt Carroll sit behind Jared Goff for a couple of seasons. Learn how to be a quarterback, i.e. Patrick Mahomes, i.e. Aaron Rodgers, right? How about this, i.e. Jimmy G? Let them sit behind a good quarterback. Not a great quarterback, but a good quarterback. Learn how to be a pro. Learn how to get into the office. Learn how to, do off-season workouts and all that stuff. 34 for Matt Carroll would be perfect. And then how about this? Pick number 216 might be the 8th quarterback off the board, if not 7, depending on what mock drafts you look at. Picking at 216, the Indianapolis Colts. They are in dire need of a franchise quarterback. Yes, they did draft Matty Ice, and Matty Ice will help them for a season, maybe 2. Skylar Thompson is a perfect pick for the Indianapolis Colts. Skylar Thompson has the most upside of every quarterback in this draft, period, hands down. I got an opportunity to watch him for many, many games at Kansas State. Hell, he might be as good as Tom Brady coming out of college. Was Tom Brady that good? No. But you know what? The hunger, the drive, the passion to get better, Skylar Thompson has it. Tom Brady had it, or does still have it, right at the age of 47 or whatever, how old he is. Guys, this quarterback class might be the best drafted quarterback class ever if nobody goes in the top 15. But the minute the Carolina Panthers draft Kenny Pickett or Willis at the 6th overall pick, doomed for bust right there. But if these projections go as planned, 21st, 22nd, 34th, and so on and so forth, right? Late first round and before fifth round, bada bing, bada boom, best quarterback class ever drafted. Guys, it is time to get ready for the best Stan Sports show on the planet. Let's do it.
Are you ready for the best damn radio show on the planet? Man Hour Nation, rise up.
You don't want to be every time, no. I would like to personally welcome you to Man Hour After Dark. Say that thing. While I bring you the host, Mike, Buck, and Cone. You know who coming to the stage. Sports talk than what you about to hear right here. I second that.
Go. You know that it's us when we talking about sports. Giving you facts on the field to the core. Tune in, we need the support. 1 hour too short, then listen some more. On all your stations, not dropping no music. Starts like Adidas, but Nike just do it. Down 4 in the 4th, we go for the win. Michael 2 seconds, we taking it in. Buck, Mike, and Combs, you know what's going on. Man, now we're after dark, no LA, we the big spark. No 4th and inches won't cut short. Got the best talking, it's all sports. Buzzing more than buzz beaters. We coming live all through your speakers, go.
And what is up, Man Hour Nation? Michael Buckhouse here with the Man Hour. Be sure to head over to manhourradio.com and check out the merchandise page. We got fresh new Beastie merch over there. Of course, we got the Team Buck merch. We got the Man Hour logo merch. We got the Takeaway 22 merch, guys. We have hoodies, t-shirts, hats, beanies, backpacks, joggers, anything you could possibly need to outfit yourself in Man Hour gear. I'm actually wearing a Man Hour polo right here. You can see there's the branding right there on my right. I absolutely love it, guys. So, guys, big things happening over there at manhourradio.com. Also, I have been tinkering with the website a little bit, updating it, making it look spazzy. Bada boom, bada bing, bada bam, bam, bam. We have all 32 NFL teams over there, guys, right now, with clips, with blogs. There's a lot of stuff happening over there at manhourradio.com. We're currently hiring blog writers for all NFL 32 teams. So if you are passionate about your team, let me know. Slide into my DMs on Twitter at manhour_buck, and we will get you on the Man Hour crew. Part of the gang. We'll work on some media passes. Not guaranteed, but we'll work on it. And you guys, it is great things happening over here at Man Hour. So we do got to give a shout out to Andrew for our Carolina Panthers blog writer. Mitch, shout out for he's our Houston Texans blog writer, guys. So we are starting to build the team. We're starting to grow. We're starting to do great things over here at Man Hour. Got a great show here for you guys, live for the next 40 minutes or so before I head to good old work here. We're going to talk a little bit about Geno Smith, Baker Mayfield. We got to talk about the Carolina Panthers. They are complete train wreck. Let's just be honest about it. And then we got the infamous Way or No Way coming up here as well. So big things lined up here, guys, for the next 30, 40 minutes here. Hopefully I can make you laugh, make you think your head and like scratch and whatnot and all that good stuff. But if you guys are new here, like, subscribe us here on YouTube, youtube.com/Man Hour. But if you don't like the old YouTubes, you can check us out on Apple TV or Roku TV. Simply search Belly Up Sports TV. That is 3 words, Belly Up and Sports. So yeah, we are live over there every Monday through Friday at 8 a.m. East Coast time, and then again at 3 p.m. East Coast time as well. So guys, Man Hour coming to you guys a lot of times during the day. You can literally catch us 4 times in one day: 6 a.m., 8 a.m., 3 p.m., and then right here about 7:45, 8 o'clock as well. Wow, these allergies are kicking my ass. That song always gets me hyped, guys. Well, guys, welcome to the show. Like I said here, I'm Michael Buckhouse here with the Man Hour. You can follow me on Twitter at manhour_buck. Let me get this out. Ugh, that was gross. Oof. So if you guys randomly hear me just stop talking, it's because I got the old allergies happening. We're in a freeze warning, so hopefully that just wipes out the allergies. That'd be fantastic for the whole entire season. But I live in the Ohio Valley, so we know that is not going to work. So let's jump into some NFL talk here. The Seattle Seahawks. The good old Seattle Seahawks. If you guys don't know, the Seattle Seahawks traded Russell Wilson to the Denver Broncos earlier this offseason. Many people think it is the greatest trade ever for the Denver Broncos fans. It's the worst trades ever for Seattle Seahawks. Only time will tell. Within that trade, the Seahawks picked up Noah Fant and also Drew Lock, along with some picks as well for the draft for this year and next year. But we're not going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the acquisition or the re-signing of Geno Smith. So Geno Smith has come back to Seattle. a deal worth up to $7 million with incentives. And as of right now, Pete Carroll says Geno Smith will be listed as a starter coming into training camp. So first things first, guys, Geno Smith. Geno Smith, is he better than Drew Lock? Wow. The problem with that is we have not seen Geno Smith start a game since 2014. I believe it was. Let me check my notes. Sorry, 2017. He hasn't started since 2017. That was a game with the New York Giants when he went, was it 10 for 30, 110 yards and 3 interceptions. Now Geno Smith does have some experience under his belt. He was drafted by the New York Jets. He was not good, obviously, because the Jets are just terrible, right? But as a career, he has 6,917 yards passing, 34 touchdowns to 37 interceptions. He was drafted in 2014. It's now 2022. He has not started a game, like I said, since 2017. The last couple seasons, he has had some mop-up duty games with the Seahawks, but he has not had any significant playing time whatsoever because also obviously Russell Wilson was locking down that starting position, right? So when we first heard this, I'm like, Geno Smith, he's still in the league, right? Like, I mean, yeah, he was pretty good at West Virginia, right? But he hasn't done anything in the NFL. So I don't understand why Seahawks fans were excited about this signing. Like, I like Drew Lock. I think Drew Lock has a lot of potential in the NFL. Geno Smith, it kind of is what it is. But on the flip side of that coin, he is loved in the locker room per Tyler Lockett and DK and all those other guys. He does have experience in the offense, being in a Seahawks uniform the last 3 or 4 seasons, and he knows Pete Carroll. So, I get it. I understand the move, but man, Seahawks fans, you guys need to pump the brakes. Getting excited about Geno Smith, I think you all drunk. I think you all are drunk. When you get excited, you don't get excited for trading Russell Wilson to the Broncos. You don't get excited for bringing Drew Lock. Yes, I do think Drew Lock will ultimately win that starting position in Seattle, unless they draft a quarterback and maybe Kenny Pickett. But man, Geno Smith and the Seahawks just don't quite make sense to me, to be honest with you guys. Yes, I understand $7 million is all incentive pay. I think base $2.5 million, basically league minimum at the end of the day. But signing Geno Smith is not going to keep DK Metcalf happy. I'm just leaving it there. Moving on. Baker Mayfield. Good old Baker Mayfield and the Cleveland Browns. Did you guys know that Baker Mayfield is still a Cleveland Brown? He is still listed on the roster. Obviously, he hasn't shown up to OTAs or postseason workouts or phase 2 of the workouts or anything to that effect because obviously he is all the intentions are that he is going to get traded, right? Or cut or released or something. The Cleveland Browns better do this sooner than later because the value of Baker Mayfield is quickly depleting. If this deal does not get done before the draft, no team is going to want Baker Mayfield. Unfortunately, I think Baker Mayfield has a lot of upside in the NFL. He did great things for Cleveland, right? I mean, obviously last season he was injured and they missed the playoffs, but the year before that, you guys were in the playoffs. Like, how all of a sudden are you guys hating on Baker Mayfield all of a sudden so bad? He literally put his body on the line for you guys all last season, playing with a torn labrum in his shoulder. That is painful. But the Carolina Panthers have expressed more interest than not of getting Baker Mayfield, and quite frankly, that seems to be the only plausible spot for Baker Mayfield to go. Because if you look around the league, the Seahawks just signed Geno Smith, obviously, so they have two quarterbacks there. They have Drew Lock, and then they have Geno Smith. Let's look at the Chicago Bears. They have obviously Justin Fields. They have Nick Foles, and then they signed Trevor Siemian. Excuse me. really the only other plausible place that I can think of it Baker Mayfield going to is someplace like Kansas City and being a backup. I mean, knowing damn well you will be a backup to Patrick Mahomes, because I don't think Baker Mayfield is better than Patrick, obviously. Kansas City Chiefs do have Chad Henne as a backup, and unfortunately he is old. He's 35, 36 years old. I don't know how old he is, but he is old. He's been in the league forever, longer than Tom Brady. It seems like. So the Cleveland Browns need to act on Baker Mayfield now. We are 2 days before the draft. By the time you're seeing this on Belly Up, we're 1 day before the draft, and it's time. Cut ties, move on. Right now, the highest value for Baker Mayfield is happening right now. Every minute you do not trade him or release him, the value of Baker Mayfield goes down. That is just the way it is. But unfortunately, I don't think Baker Mayfield will ultimately be in the NFL this season, which is a shame. Baker Mayfield is he's a good quarterback in the NFL. If the Kansas City Chiefs, my Kansas City Chiefs, did not have Patrick Mahomes, I would love Baker Mayfield. The Detroit Lions would probably love Baker Mayfield. Hell, the San Francisco 49ers would probably love Baker Mayfield, but they're married to Jimmy G for another season. They drafted Trey Lance. Like, Baker Mayfield is better than a lot of quarterbacks that are currently starting on teams, but unfortunately, it is just the way the cookie crumbles. So Carolina Panthers need to act on Baker Mayfield now. Actually, they don't need to act on Baker Mayfield now. They can get him probably for pennies on the dollar after the draft. But the Cleveland Browns need to act of trading Baker Mayfield right now. This is just causing a rift in the locker room. It's causing a cancer. It is a bad look for everybody. But then on the flip side of that coin, are the Cleveland Browns hanging on to Baker Mayfield because they don't know what's going to happen with Deshaun Watson? Is Deshaun Watson going to get suspended for a year? Is Deshaun Watson going to get suspended for 8 or 9 games this season? We don't know yet. Granted, the NFL has said, hey, nothing's going to happen to him, yada, 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 but we've seen weirder things happen in the NFL, right? We've seen some weird things happen. It is almost paramount that Deshaun Watson will get suspended for at least a couple games, because it is a black eye on the league of everything that was happening, yada, yada, yada. So are the Cleveland Browns preparing for that? Are the Cleveland Browns saying, hey, we need a valuable backup quarterback for 8 weeks? Baker, we're going to give you 8 weeks to prove yourself, man. We are going to give you 8 weeks to trading. The trading deadline comes week 10. We'll give you 8 weeks to prove yourself. In those 2 weeks, we can, anywhere you want to go, the ball is yours, my man. Maybe that's what the Cleveland Browns are doing. Maybe that is what they are doing. Are they that smart? Absolutely not. At the end of the day, the Browns are the Browns. They are not that smart. Sorry, guys. I know you guys love your boys. I know, the Browns have, unfortunately, the Browns have been the Browns. I don't trust them further than I can throw them. And they're in Cleveland and I'm in Louisville, so that's like 10-hour drive, so I can't throw them. I cannot throw them. Then, but this whole Carolina Panther Baker Mayfield thing drama it's kind of weird, right? Because let's flash back to the old Twitter machine, because I like to troll Twitter. I like to talk to smack at manhour_buck. Go give me a follow, guys. I'd much appreciate it. But once Baker Mayfield was linked to the Carolina Panthers, saw a wide receiver, Robbie Anderson, right? The number one receiver that he is, even though he's not even a top 15 receiver in the league, but I digress from that. He retweeted the Baker Mayfield to Cleveland thing with the caption of "No." No. Was that no, like, oh no, don't get Baker, or no, yeah, like no as in like yes, we get Baker, right? Like, oh, you better watch out, no. It was definitely the latter side. Robert Anderson says, no, I do not want Baker. But do you guys understand this is Matt Rule's 4th or 5th season going into the league, right? He's already coaching there in 2020 or 2019, I should say. So what? That this is his 4th season. The Carolina Panthers have been complete dog crap. Now, I do admit it. Last season, 2021, the first 3 or 4 weeks of the season, I was on that train. I'm like, man, these guys look freaking good, right? Sam Darnold was clicking. CMC was doing his thing. And then guess what? Injury bug crept up on CMC and did it, right? So with that being said, this is Matt Rule's last season in Carolina if they don't get things right. If they do not get things right in Carolina, this is Matt Rule's last season. So is Baker Mayfield the guy to extend your guy extend your career for another season, to get to next year's draft, to draft a franchise quarterback? Yeah. Baker Mayfield's going to play with a chip on his shoulder this year, guys. If Baker Mayfield gets a chance, he will probably be a league MVP. Let me step back. He will be playing at an MVP level, I should say. There's no question in my mind that he will be a league MVP caliber type of player this year if he gets a chance. So Carolina should be jumping all over this, 100%. This is Matt Rule's last season. This is his prove it season, 4th year in the league. You've had time to implement your system. You have had time to find your quarterback. From Cam Newton to Sam Darnold to back to Cam Newton to PJ Walker to Sam Darnold back to Cam Newton. You've had opportunities. Matt Rule, it is your time to shine. Get Baker, man. Just get him. Robbie Anderson, you need to shut your mouth, boy. Oh man, where's it at? There it is. Boom, baby. First down. So, guys, we do have some new things happening here on the Man Hour. I will get the whole triggers out there for you guys probably tomorrow. But we got exclamation point flag, holding, all that good stuff happening on the like on the thing. And when we see those things pop up on the screen, I'll pop up these beautiful things. Holding. No, Buck, I don't agree, right? First down. Buck, keep it going, man. And then, of course, we got the touchdowns and personal fouls and all that good stuff. So tomorrow or tonight, I will work on the list of what everything does, and we'll get it out there for you guys. But it is time to move on to the infamous way or no way. Do I have the thing? I got to do that thing. Oh.
No way. Yes way.
All right, guys, and way or no way is simply just like that. You guys hit me up with a statement on Twitter at manhour_buck. Slide into those DMs or give me a hashtag way or no way with tagging me. And it's as simple as that. Way or no way. You give me a statement, I tell you if it's way or if it's no way. All right, so way or no way, number one. The 49ers have to trade Deebo Samuel. So, as you guys know, Deebo Samuel has come out and said that he wants to be traded from the San Francisco 49ers to whatever team, right? Within 10 minutes of that statement coming out, we've heard rumors of the Jets, the Chiefs, the Panthers, where else was it? The Vikings and some other teams, right? It was just a plethora of teams like, Deebo, come here, we want you. Deebo is by far one of the most magnetic, the most polarizing wide receivers in the game right now. The biggest weapon, hands down. General manager from the 49ers said, we have no interest of trading Deebo Samuel whatsoever. But Deebo Samuel has turned down some big money for the San Francisco 49ers, and he just basically doesn't want to be utilized in 17 positions, right? He wants to be a receiver. He wants to get the ball as a receiver, and that's it. He's tired of running it. He's tired of blocking, and all that stuff. So way or no way should the San Francisco 49ers trade Deebo? I mean, the correct answer is no way. No way they should trade him whatsoever. But way, I'm going to give you guys a way that they should trade him, because once a player publicly announces that he wants to be traded from a team, that instantly causes the rift in the locker room. If Deebo Samuel comes into week 1 and he drops a game-winning pass, right, that instantly throws up the flags in players' eyes like, man, did you drop that ball on purpose because you don't want to be here? So definitely way they have to trade him, and the best trading spot for them right now is the Kansas City Chiefs. They have 12 draft picks to play with this year. 12. You can find somebody or two players to replace a player like Deebo Samuel. I would be on the phone with the Kansas City Chiefs right now. Hey, you got 6 picks for Tyreek Hill. How about you give us those 5 or 6 picks and we'll give you Deebo? I would, if I was general manager of Veach right now, I'll be like, where do I sign? Matter of fact, we'll give you 7 picks. 7 picks for Deebo. Yes. Yes, way the San Francisco 49ers should trade Deebo Samuel. Will they? Probably not, because he is a very prolific receiver in the league. Unfortunately.
No way. Yes way.
Next up on Way or No Way, guys. 5th-year options for the 2019 draft are right around the corner. So teams have to decide by May 5th, that is next Monday, if they want to, offer players their 5th-year option. Some notable players that are up for 5th-year option: Daniel Jones, Kyler Murray, Quentin Williams, just to name a few. If you guys don't know who Quentin Williams is, he is a defensive tackle for the Jets. He has been arguably the best thing in the Jets for the last 4 years, right? Easily the best. So, way or no way that Kyler Murray and the Carolina Panthers should be given the 5th-year option. No question in my mind. I'm going to go with no way. No way on this one. No way that the Carolina Panthers should be offering Kyler Murray the 5th-year option. Kyler Murray doesn't want to be in Arizona. Well, let me rephrase that. He wants to be in Arizona as the highest paid quarterback in the league. Unfortunately, Kyler Murray isn't the highest paid quarterback in the league caliber type of player. He is a good quarterback. Don't get it twisted. But he is not a good quarterback without his coach, without the receivers that he has had. Because every NFL season he has been a part of, he has had a Hall of Fame receiver. Larry Fitzgerald, right? DeAndre Hopkins will probably end up in the Hall of Fame as well. Had a solid running game. But have they made the playoffs one time since Kyler Murray has been at the helm? No, they haven't. They've won a lot of games, but they have never won a playoff game. They haven't gone to the Super Bowl. They haven't been to the Promised Land. Kyler Murray has put up some good numbers, but unfortunately, he doesn't have that it factor like some of the quarterbacks have. Josh Allen. Josh Allen has it. Justin Herbert has it. Aaron Rodgers has it. Kyler Murray doesn't have it. So no way the Arizona Cardinals should be offering Kyler Murray a 5th-year option. The only way I could see that happening is if this is his prove-it year. Like, hey, man, prove it to us that you have what it takes to be a good quarterback in the NFL. That's the only way they are going to, give him his 5th-year option, because he is not going to be the highest paid quarterback in the NFL. He is not going to lead the Arizona Cardinals to a Super Bowl. Hell, he may not even lead the Arizona Cardinals to a playoff win. So, actually, let me renege everything. I'm not going to renege everything that I said. I'm going to say they should give him the 5th-year option because of everything that I just said. They should give him the 5th-year option because he will not be the highest paid quarterback in the NFL. Give him a year to prove it one more time. That is what I meant to say. So no way that, he is a big name quarterback. So he should be getting that 5th-year option because he is not a big name quarterback. There you go. I got it right that time.
No way. Yes way.
Last no way of the night, guys. This statement comes in from the old Twitter machine at @manhour_Buck. They slid into my DMs and they said, Buck, what do you think about T. Higgins missing the first several months of this year's season? So if you guys know, T. Higgins had a shoulder surgery the day after the Bengals lost the Super Bowl. I did see him at Reds opening day, and he had a sling in his arm still, so he definitely still isn't out of the sling. So it's been, 4 months or so? 3 months, I guess. And he is still not out of the sling. So obviously that was a pretty horrific shoulder surgery that he had. So way or no way, T. Higgins missing several months after shoulder surgery will hurt the Bengals this season. T. Higgins missing several months after shoulder surgery will hurt the Bengals this season. No way. Because the only thing he is missing is like OTAs and off-season workout and like all that stuff. The season doesn't start till August, guys. September, right? He has plenty of time to heal still. I had shoulder surgery. It took me about 8 months to heal. Like 8 months to really start feeling myself again. And if we do the math here, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September. September will be 8 months. And obviously he has NFL treatments type of, recovery and all that stuff. So no way Bengal fans should be worried about this whatsoever. He will be perfectly fine. The Cincinnati Bengals will be perfectly fine this year. Will they win the AFC North? To be determined. We will be talking about that later. After the draft, we're going to break down each player's each team's draft and all that stuff. So they will be fine. They will still be a good high-powered offense. They will still be putting points up on the board with T. Higgins and Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow, right? They still have the guys. Joe Mixon running the ball. They'll be fine. So pump the brakes, Bengals fans. There is no need to get excited about T. Higgins missing the next couple months. It's OTAs. OTAs are good for players that are joining new teams and players that are joining new teams. OTAs are a complete waste of time. Summer football is a complete waste of time for me if you are a veteran player like T. Higgins is. I said it. So all the high schools out there, colleges, and all that stuff, to make you think that these people are taking April football practices seriously, get out of here. You know what? Ain't nobody got time for that. Where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at? Play it, man. There it is.
Ain't time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Ain't nobody got time for that, guys. But that is going to be it for tonight. Nice show, guys. Thank you for tuning in. It is not the spilled soup. Soup boss is not on tonight. Sorry, guys. But guys, as you guys know, the evening show is kind of come boggled right now until we get everything squared away. But moving forward, I'll be here as much as I can Sunday through Thursday, unless I got a T-ball game like I did last night. And we're just gonna sit back, relax, have some beers, have a grand old time. But I will see you guys tomorrow right here on youtube.com/man, our 6 a.m. East Coast time for the morning show. We got a lot to talk about in the morning, guys. The draft is here. We are 2 days away right now. The draft is Thursday. We're not going to dive too deep into the draft. I'm going to look at post-draft because I do like the draft, but I'm not going to dive into it and try to be an expert, right? Fuck that. That ain't buck nasty. But we got some NFL talk coming for you guys tomorrow. We'll be back tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. Have a grand day, guys. Grand night. Good evening. We'll see you in the morning. Have a good night.